Today, I am going to speak about how to create and maintain a loving and fulfilling relationship in your marriage. These are practical tips that you can use to be able to create and maintain a relationship that is loving. Number one, have interest. Be interested in your spouse. Now remember how it used to be when you were dating. You used to talk to them almost every hour. You are interested to know what they are doing. You want to know how they are feeling. You want to know what they need. When we get into marriage, that tends to go off the chart. Number one, because you are living together. So I have known couples who say, tunasalimiana kwa nini? Why are we saying hi to each other and we are in the same house all the time? But it is a good thing to check in. Because you show interest, and when we show interest in people, they feel valued. And in marriage, that is what you are looking for. You are looking for to feel that you are important to that person, that you feel valued by that person that you are with. Ask the questions that show interest in your spouse, and you, when you are asked the questions, see it as what we call a turning toward. This person is turning towards you. Don't turn away, and you turn towards them so that you can be able to create that moment, that memory of how good it is to have you in my life. Number two, you need to invest time. You need to invest time. We talked one time with one therapist who has been doing marriage therapies for years and years. And he said from his research, he found out that if couples can spend 35 minutes a day, 35 minutes a day of just connecting with each other. And when we talk about connecting, it's not that you are in the same space. No, it is about you being able to look each other in the eye and say, hey, how are you? Now, these days, we have the gadgets. So we have the phones. We are in the same space, but you are in your phone and I'm in my phone. That is not connecting. And that is not spending time. Spending time is that time when you seek out your spouse to talk to them. What will that do? That will create a oneness. It creates a friendship, and it creates a feeling of goodwill. So that even if hamjaonana the whole day, but when you come home together, it feels like we are connected. A lot of times I hear couples talking about emotional disconnection. Let me tell you, you know the reason why you connected in the beginning so much. It's because you would talk for hours. It's because you would check in with each other. That is what created the emotional connection. Now in marriage, you've got to do it the same way you used to do before, or you tweak it to be the way you want it to be. Now, and let me talk to dads. You come home and your wife is busy preparing dinner, helping kids with the homework, and you go and sit in your corner. This is your house. Get in there, get in the game, help with the kids, tell your wife to go, you go cook me, I'll do the homework. Create that oneness in your home. Create activities that you do together. Raise the children together so that you can be able to create this thing that it's not perfect, but it feels good. It feels that when we are together, we are agreeing more than we are disagreeing. I will tell you this. There is a scripture in the Bible that says, how can two walk together unless they agree? It's because when we are not in agreement, we will not be able to experience that closeness. Every one of us loves that closeness. Number three, you need to do physical touch, where you are physically touching each other. It doesn't have to be huge. It is small ways of communicating with your hands, with communicating with touch, where even when you are walking around, you are in the house, there is a touch of even patting each other on the shoulder. It means that I'm looking at you, I can see you. These little gestures of reaching out to each other, they go a long way in helping you maintain that core togetherness that you are looking for. So do that. And also these things I'm saying, they create a friendship. Then the other thing you want to do is celebrate one another. Celebrate your spouse. Little things they are excited about, be excited with them. And also help your spouse to solve problems. If they are having issues, instead of telling them they are too weak or they are too sensitive, or they don't do that. Ask them, how can I help you? How can we figure out what this problem is? As women, we start complaining about our weight. This baby weight is not going away. Then you as a husband, don't tell your wife and look at you are just eating and eating. No, don't go there. Just validate. Tell her, I can understand. I can't even imagine how it is. And I'm here. I would like to help. Can we come up with a plan on how I can support you as you reach these goals? When you feel like your marriage is losing the excitement, remember what you used to do when you were first dating. Those are the things that you need to bring back into the relationship. So if you can be able to follow and create these things, even when there is conflict, that you make a decision that no matter what I am going through with you, I will always be kind, empathetic, compassionate. I'm going to treat you with respect. Then you can create the kind of relationship that you desire for. I hope this helps you. Again, I keep saying that it takes two to make a relationship. You either build it or you are going to destroy it with your own hands. So pay attention to how you are interacting with your spouse on a daily basis, because you are depositing into the love bank of your relationship. Until I see you next time, God bless you, and continue to do what you need to do to keep your relationship successful.